Are we live? As we are. I don't trust it though, so I always check. My channel. Yes, it says we're live. So you may notice I only have one co-host on screen with me, and it's the lovely Charlie, who I'm going to let introduce herself in a moment. Morgan Lee said that she might be late. I have no idea about Doll. So, Charlie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Charlie. This is my YouTube channel, and I post videos about writing and journaling, and yeah, that's me. Oh, and I'm a fantasy writer. I don't know. I just throw random stuff in my intro, so there we go.
It's okay. I have linked her Ko-fi page down below, which is like a virtual tip jar and will eventually be more things for her, but through there you can get to her YouTube page. And you should subscribe to her because she's great. Okay, I'm putting in the code. It would help if I didn't have my Dyscalculia mix up where the numbers go. Ooh, you arrived at a perfect time. Charlie just gave her intro. So are you okay, Morgan?
Yeah, there was something in my mouth. But yeah, hello.
Do you want to give your intro?
Yeah, my name is Morgan Lee. My YouTube channel is Morgan Lee. I am a multi-genre young adult middle grade author. I post on my channel on Wednesdays and Fridays with a live stream every Monday. And that's about it.
Woo! Okay, I am putting up the Forest Room code for our first room. Normally, I would take the time to explain it, but I need to be done with this stream at the 2-hour mark because I have something at 11:10 my time, which normally I don't. So if you know how to use the Plant Together Forest Room code, the code for this sprint is going to be 596 Delta November Tango Charlie Sierra Golf. We have a running joke that whenever Charlie's in chat or on screen, there's a C in the code. And it was true for like a very, very long time. And then all of a sudden it stopped being true for a bit. And then now it's back.
So it could be because I wasn't in chat because I just answered something in chat. So
maybe. So Isabella has been waiting for 2 hours. And I was when I was like the only one in the room at 8:45, I was like, do I just start early? Because she's obviously here and like my guest will come at 9. But then I was like, oh, I don't want to freak out my guests that I'm already going alone. And they're going to be like, oh, think that they're in a nightmare. It's like, oh my God, did I oversleep? Is this the wrong day? I was like, I don't need to give them the anxiety that I would have. Crowley here, Devin, hello. Cool Gamer, hi. Kendra. Klacha says, are you the one with the drawn profile picture that has a blue hat or something? Yes, Charlie is. Eva is here. Jesse, hello. Brianna, Kelly, for some reason, StreamYard's being weird and is not showing me like the full bottom comment. So I can see that Kelly's here, but I can't see her comment.
She says, just rolled out of bed, but yay, I made it with a happy smile P. One of those like smiling.
Oh, tongue sticking out. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then Takia, one of my Ko-fi supporters who I had to learn how to say her name, showed up. Nice and again, I can't see the comment. So I'm at the risk of freezing my computer. I will be opening up YouTube and popping out the chat. Or, oh, you know what? I'll pull it up on my iPad and just mute it. Anyway, Forest Room. code. It's 9:05, so we're starting because I have to end at the 2-hour mark on the stream. So in 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone. That was the end of our first sprint. Charlie, how did you do? Then Morgan, how did you do? Then we're going to let Doll introduce herself. And then I'm going to go through the comments quickly. So yeah, Charlie, you first.
Okay. Well, I ate breakfast and got tea and tried to make myself look more presentable than my 3-minute wake up. And yeah, that's what I did.
You look good.
Thank you.
Morgan?
I wrote 399 words.
Cool. Doll, why don't you introduce yourself and then let us know what you did during that sprint aside from showing up.
Hello there, humans. I am Del Cecil Bruno. I'm a blind storyteller for introspective readers, mostly writing science fiction. I also write short stories in different genres, trying to write a fantasy short story for an anthology submission. That's not going to be the thing that I'm going to be doing for the sprints because I don't write in sprints. But for the sprints, I'm going to be working on some Canva project that I need that's kind of due. I need to finish a couple of touches and I send the project over to another person. So social media stuff is going to be my sprinting stuff to do today.
Cool. I got nothing really done, but that's okay. The one thing I did get done was I figured out my mom's birthday gift months in advance. But I was like, oh, I want it to be a secret. And then I was like, oh no, there are two very important factors that I need her to make an informed decision on. So she's like, what is it? And I told her, and she was like, okay, then I'd rather this. So I was like, okay, this is what my gut was going towards, but like now the surprise is kind of ruined because she knows in general terms what it is, but like she doesn't know the specifics. So it'll still be enough of a surprise. I was able to completely surprise her for like her winter holiday gift, which was an iPhone case with it. So for those of you who know tarot, the high priestess is like, the best, like, okay, the empress is like fertility and creativity or whatever, but the high priestess is like knowledge and intuition and all those things. So Casetify had a phone case where it's Isis, the Egyptian goddess, but it's at the high priestess. And my mom, who loves tarot and Egyptian mythology, I was like, perfect. Don't have to ask her. I know what iPhone she has. Like, it's all good. Versus this, where I'm getting her a tarot deck, and I'm like, I know you like this art style. Do you even like this art style? She's like, I mean, I do, but like, I prefer the other. And I'm like, okay, because the one in the art style you prefer is smaller than the other one. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, it's a tarot deck. And she's like, then I'd prefer the bigger one. And she's like, do you like the other one, the bigger one? And I was like, well, yeah, I wouldn't get you something that I didn't think you'd like, or that I wouldn't like, like I have standards, Mom. So anyway, I ordered that.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so I have to turn to my iPad to see the comments because StreamYard is being written and is not showing me the most bottom comments. So Courtney came in, Leah came in. Yes, it's been a while. Happy to see you. Mia came in. Jessie said she was answering work emails, still need to get her breakfast and coffee. Sam got 331 words. Awesome. Takia said, got my cover letter and resume updated and edited. Awesome. Awesome.
Nice.
Bella played Roblox with her brother. Cool. Crow did work. Not cool, but important. So still good job. Kendra, I'm editing a middle grade for a friend and finishing an edit on her middle grade. Almost done. That's awesome. And then Crow said, if her memory is anything like mine, she already forgot, meaning my mom and what I said. I mean, by the time I give it to her in May, she might have. So I'm not going to bring it up again until then. But actually, I'm not going to bring it up again, period. I'll just give it to her and then. So, yeah.
So did your mom get you into tarot, or did you get her into tarot?
she got me into tarot, not like intentionally or anything. I would just see her do it. She has the Toth deck, which looks like very trippy. It's like stained glass-ish kind of, but also looks incredibly trippy compared to the traditional Rider-Waite, where like a lot of decks, if you look on Amazon or on Etsy, like a lot of them are just that with different backgrounds or whatever. But I like the more unique decks where like it's an art style on its own and they don't all just copy the Rider-Waite.
Mm-hmm.
Like tarot is pretty set in what the cards are. My mom's is actually a little bit weird in that it doesn't have a page. So there's King, Queen, Knight, Page. In her deck, it's Queen, Knight, Prince, Page. No. Oh, I messed up. Sorry. Hers is Queen, Knight, Prince, Princess. That's the whole point, is that there's no page and there's no king. The queen is the top. So her deck is a little bit different than the ones that I have.
Interesting. Cool.
I'm in my spare time, I'm researching how animal tarot could work.
Yeah, there are a few animal tarot decks.
Yeah,
I don't have any. I can't.
I am looking into it, but not for me in my personal life because I don't do tarot. It's too visual. It would be useless for me. It really. So I do runes for myself, but for my for my sci-fi, there's gonna be something going on with an animal tarot deck that's gonna be passed on and on from person to person. But like I want to research in depth this animal tarot and how would it work, so I can like incorporate it as part of it's going to be the third book, so I'm not there yet of course, but all the ideas are there in place, so I'm already researching just to be sure of what I'm going to do whenever the time comes to write that book. So yeah,
that's cool.
I like tarot.
Yeah.
The traditional tarot deck is not going to work for that character. That character has no idea how to go about traditional tarot. They will try. I'm not going to say gender or anything. They will try. They will fail. It's going to be frustrating. And then all of a sudden, this animal tarot is going to reach this character somehow in space. and all of a sudden, like after a while, trying to understand that specific tarot, for whatever reason, it works for that character. And it's like, yeah, that one worked better for me. So I have to study to see how real life animal tarot decks work, and then I can like make my own, hopefully.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
How do you put tarot in sci-fi? Just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start our next sprint in 2 minutes. So for people who haven't entered the room, the code is up on screen, but I'll also read it. It is 4 Kilo 5 2 Foxtrot Victor November Sierra Golf. No C.
There's some chat about the healthcare system being jacked.
Yeah, and I was agreeing with that.
Yeah. Everywhere, in most places of the world, it's so messed up. It's horrible. I don't get me started on the one that I have for this country. That's another stream. That's another day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? I was watching 90 Day Fiance last night. This is slightly
Oh my god.
And one of the couples is separated right now because one of them is very worried about the healthcare system and getting COVID in a foreign country and then not being able to pay for that healthcare.
Oh,
I mean, I'd be worried about all of that too. So.
And then the couple, the other side of the couple, well, she doesn't really care. She's like, well, get over here, hurry up. It's safe as long as you're vaxxed.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Love when people are idiots. Except their idiocy reaches through the screen if they infect other people. Anyway.
Apparently, yeah.
On that happy note.
Let's plant a forest.
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone.
Zara, I think you're muted.
Oof.
Yep.
Totally forgot. Thank you. That was the end of that sprint. I'm going to reload my StreamYard to try and fix the comment. It's not appearing properly. So if I disappear, you can give your progress report. So Charlie, then Dahl, then Morgan. Hopefully I'll be back by the end of that. Also, thank you, Jesse, for getting that one bot and for Devin for getting the other bot.
I like Devin's bot buster. So during that sprint, I caught up on some Twitter, finished a book, and then I began playing Wordle. And that is what I did.
Nice.
All right. So during that sprint, I was working on this project that I'm going to send to another person. I edited the audio because I noticed something was wrong. So I went to the audio program and edited. And I also worked on the visuals as well, which takes me a while. So, of course, it's not finished, but it was great progress during that sprint.
That's great.
Good. Let me see. What did I do? So during that sprint, my sister called me. So I was talking to her. And then I got 158 words during that sprint.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I got no words written because I was doing insurance research. So I have to find insurance after I graduate from this program, which really sucks because it's the best insurance I've ever had. And if you live in the US, you might be like, oh, well, you're not 26 yet. You can be on your parents' insurance because, you know, Obama made that a thing. Yeah, except my mom no longer has private insurance. She only has Medicare and Medicaid, which I can't go on under her. So yeah, I hate this. I like being an adult because of the independence. I hate being an adult because now I'm the one who has to deal with the bureaucracy. I can't just be like, Mom, handle it for me. Because she tried. Yeah. She called the like New York State Health Insurance like office. She's like, I'm calling for my daughter, and they just hung up on her, which is like hella rude. You can take the 2 seconds it take, you know, to be like, oh, yeah, because it's, you know, health stuff, we can't talk to you about it. And if my mom was like, oh, well, she gave me permission, they could still be like, it's law. And then my mom would be like, okay, and like end the call.
Oh
yeah.
No, my mom and I don't live with each other anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I don't play Wordle. I see it online and I'm like, oh, but I was like, I don't need to throw my time down something else.
Yeah.
Dang, good luck. Thanks. I need it. I'm doing my morning workout. Battling bots is extra exercise. Yeah. Show off those guns, wielding that wrench. Eva and Joy. Oh, okay. Eva is talking to Takia, who applied for the new job with the edited and written cover letter and resume that she had done in a previous sprint, and then was going to have breakfast and breathing exercises for the anxiety. And then Eva was responding to her. I said it on, I think it was the closing stream of the Winter Writer Retreat on Barrett Laurie's channel, where we were talking about like some of the wellness streams and you know, obviously the writing sprints and things like that. We're talking about different things. And I had said that the only way that I can remember to like pay attention to my breathing is if I'm singing, because otherwise I'm just too anxious and I don't notice that I'm holding my breath. And the
same,
like having to do breathing exercises for some reason, it doesn't, like, it just raises my anxiety that like, oh, I'm doing it wrong. Or yeah. I have this weird thing where if I inhale all the way, it hurts. It like physically hurts. And I should probably go back to the doctor for that. So yeah, if you're like having problems with figuring out a breathing exercise, just pick your favorite song and sing along. Because you have to be breathing for that. Otherwise you don't produce any sound.
If your favorite song is not the appropriate emotion, then try to find a song that's like calm and relaxed and like a song that makes you feel good, like a chill, and sing along with it. It does help. I mean, I say this because favorite song, I play Linkin Park. That doesn't help.
Yeah, I used to meditate a lot when I was younger because I was very fidgety, and my fidgeting bothered everyone around me. So I was put into meditating class for trying to stop all that.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I've been called out for tapping my feet. Like I
My
tap my
leg is
foot
bouncing
a
as we
lot.
talk.
Mine
Yeah.
too.
Right, right.
No,
I have that thing. I'm always like tapping my foot or moving my foot or something with my feet, and that in body language, like Dal's body language. It means I want to get the hoo out of here. Yeah, usually in university class, that's where it starts. Like right now, I'm not, because now I'm chill, I'm cool. But like if I'm in like in a in person group, after a while I'm gonna be tapping my foot, and that means I like subconsciously it means I want to get out. I want to get out. I want to get out.
No,
Yeah, so-
I used to bounce off the walls when I was little. Like it was very fidgety. Yeah.
Mine's a
Wow.
product of my ADHD. It's like normally I'm not fidgeting with my hands, but it wasn't until I was like thinking about how I don't fidget with my hands, I realized like, but I am fidgeting all the time with my legs, just constantly bouncing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if by like miraculously I'm able to like keep them still, but it still as in not bouncing, then I'm like crossing and uncrossing and crossing them the other way. So,
Somebody was like, sing for us.
yeah, I know Devin said that, and I shook my head. I was like,
You could do like a rap.
no, that's even worse. No. But
We don't want copyright strikes.
yeah,
for-
no, I'm gonna get monetized here. I was singing along to music during my Sunday stream, and obviously I was on mute. And my mom's like, "Who's singing?" I was like, "Me." And she's like, "It didn't sound like you." And I was like, Did you hear the music underneath it? Because I don't sing a cappella." And she was like, "Oh, maybe." And she's like, "But you sounded good." I was like, "Thanks."
That's good.
I couldn't really hear myself actually. My ears were like really muffled that day for some reason. So she's like, "Oh." And I was like, I'm not advocating that I want to have my hearing muffled so that I can sing well.
It's too early for my Nightwish sing along marathons, so no. I don't even realize that I'm singing Nightwish. It's like I'm writing something, drafting or trying to draft, and I'm over here like doing the thing, and then my roommate is like, "So you sing opera now?" And I'm like, what? Yeah, it's Nightwish. Oh crap, I'm singing. Oh.
We're going to start the sprint in 1 minute.
Awesome.
Crow, meeting over on top of the class. Of course you are, Crow. Oh, did anyone else need the code? No, Crow came in. Okay. And Kira showed up. Okay, great. We're starting this sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Maybe I'll actually get writing done this time. that was the end of our third and second to last sprint.
That was so fast.
How did people do?
So for me, I put on an audiobook and then I started going through Instagram because I have not done much social media today. And that's pretty much all I did.
Doll?
Yeah, I'm working on this visual thing. Good progress, but I had to recover a password for another platform, and it's always a drag when I forget my passwords. I always think I have the same password for everything, but nope, apparently no. So yeah, good progress, could have been better, but I had that hindrance to deal with. But all in all, quite good. I'm almost done with what I wanted to do for the stream.
Yay.
It's good. Let me see. So I wrote 773 words, which is surprising.
Nice.
I was super distracted, so I wrote 94 words and then also just updated my iPad because that's what I bring to class with me in my grad program so that teachers can't be mad where it's like, no laptops. I was like, well, it's not a laptop.
I hate when teachers do that.
I know.
Because when you have really long lectures, you get hand cramps.
My classes are 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
And at night.
I would not be able to last.
I was telling Reba Nomo that. And she's like, why are your classes so late? And I'm like, because they assume that everyone has a day job, like a full 40-hour work week day job. And she's like, yeah,
which is very considerate, but wow, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every class is once a week. So like I'm okay with it being late and I'm okay with it being 2.5 hours. But when it's like a class that I don't love, that combo makes me wish that at least one of those characteristics was different. But I like the 2 classes I have this semester. My teacher from last night seems very nice, even though the topic gives me anxiety because it's all about finances. And then tonight I'm having a teacher who I've already had, but he's my capstone advisor now. So like we already know that we work well together. So that's good. If anything, that makes me less anxious about that.
That is good.
Regina woke up. That's okay. We have one more sprint to go. The code is up on screen. It is 4 Bravo Foxtrot 438 Delta Sierra Golf. I keep messing up D. Like for some reason, like in my head, I keep like hesitating. I don't know why. It's like I know what it is. It's just as I'm saying it. Anyway, Crow drank more water because I want to have skin as beautiful as Nia. Yeah, everyone should hydrate if you haven't been. Kendra did 2 pages, 21 left to go. Awesome. Leah, I'm doing a spell check pass on words, so got through some of that. Cool. And then we'll pass it off to beta reader soon. 147 for Klacha. Why no laptops? Because they assume that we're not paying attention. Which means that they don't have a lot of faith in their own teaching ability. So, maybe they'll project on us, but they're also probably right for most of my classmates.
All of my classes, I don't have a class that's under 3 hours of lecturing at a time. So,
wait.
So we have back-to-back, I have back-to-back lectures on multiple days. So it's like 6 hours without a break. It's great.
Oh, I just realized it's 10:44. We don't have time for another sprint. Shoot.
Oh.
If I made it 10. If I made it 10, we would have time. Okay, there we go. So I'm thinking, I was like, wait a second.
But we should get started soon, though, so that
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because this is like aligning visual images, I'm still like working while people are talking. I'm like still on it. It's a more mechanical thing. If it was writing, I couldn't do that because I cannot possibly write while people are talking. That
No.
coming up in my video about why streams don't work for me.
Okay,
But-
we are going to start now.
Okay, let's sprint.
All of these timers are available on my YouTube channel in the writing sprint timer. Also, later
very pretty.
today, our
Oh gosh, sorry.
it's okay. Later today, our new Kelly is in my new Writish episode is going live, and today, if everyone here downloaded an episode, doesn't have to be that one, we would surpass 1,000 downloads. So if people haven't listened to our podcast, please do. It's available on most platforms. So if you use Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, it's there. And with that, we're going to start our final and much shorter than anticipated sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. that was the end of our final sprint. I don't know, like on my floor. But how did everyone do? And how about after you say how you did, give your outro, because I want to finish like as close to the top of the hour as possible. So I have a little bit of a break before my thing at 10 past.
Okay, so for me, I got caught up on Instagram filters this time. And I was just trying like the eye color changing filters and things like that because they're so much fun. And yeah, that's what I did. And for my outro, my name is Charlie. This is my YouTube channel where I post videos about writing and journaling, and that's me.
Yay, Doll, you're next.
Yeah, I finished one of the slides that I wanted to finish. It was great. I did great progress, and I'm almost done with the project. I'm Dal Cecil Bruno, a blind storyteller for introspective readers, mostly writing science fiction, but I am a genre hopper with my short stories and poetry. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, and on my website as Dal Cecil Bruno. I'm same name all over online.
All right. And then, so I didn't get anything done, just got a phone call. But my name is Morgan Lee. I have a YouTube channel with the same name. You can join me on Mondays for live streams at 8 a.m. And then I post on Wednesdays and Fridays. And that is it.
Thank you, everyone who was here. I wrote 200 words during that sprint. All of my guests' Ko-fi pages are linked down below, through which you can find their other social media. And I am one half of the Writish podcast. So if you haven't been listening to that, please do. We're really close to 1,000 downloads today. So if you want to start listening to a podcast for writers by writers, please do. Also, I am running a sale on my commissions through my Ko-fi page through the end of the month. If you use the code FEELING22, you get 8% off. There are commissions for people who want to be indie published and or traditionally published. So be sure to check that out. There is also a 50% off Scrivener code giveaway that is listed in the description. And I am the self-published author of 6 books, a young adult paranormal romance trilogy and a new adult sci-fi romance trilogy. There will be a sit-down video being uploaded later today, but given I didn't film it yesterday, I still need to film it. So I hope everyone had a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are, and I will see you at another sprint soon.